And we are live. Welcome everyone to the third ever stream of the channel. I will stop saying that as we reach our first week, but I think it's nice to celebrate these very first steps. I am the Void Executive and welcome to our company. Today and yesterday has been a rather uneventful day. Wait, let me just set up the background music real quick. And there we go. So, I hope everyone has had a nice day. What we'll be doing today is continue the group project. Last stream we designed one of the masks that will be available once the mod comes out. It's a wind. It was a wind mask with the name being the Painter of Winds. Today we'll do a different kind of character, the Steward or the Hoarfrost, an Ice Age character. But we'll go into detail a bit later. So, in these days it's been a bit quiet, but I have some very nice news, which is I have started working on the trailer for the channel. Before my debut, I had a different teaser trailer that was for the debut itself, but now that I started, it's no longer useful. So I am working now on a different type of video, which will be a trailer for the channel, which will remain permanently in the main YouTube channel page. It may take a little while because I'll basically dedicate myself to the creation of this video in the days where I'm not streaming, but I think you'll quite like it. It will talk about the overall theme of the channel that we have here and try to add some lore that will contextualize the what I do here, which is essentially drawing. I have some ideas, but another reason it may take some time is because I've never done a long video ever before, so I need to be careful about doing the script, choosing the voice lines, the effects, and then edit it all together, trying to find a pace. I'm not sure how good it will become in the end, but I'll do my best. I'll just tease that it will have some humor. I hope it will stick. Another thing I am also planning on doing fairly soon, I need to learn how to do that as well, is to start making some short form content. At the moment I haven't made any TikToks or any YouTube shorts or anything like this, so I need to find and learn a way to edit the streams and pump out some short form content so the channel can have a bit more reach even if it's at a very early stage. Other than that, I think that the ship has sailed and we just keep moving forward. I will do my very best to remain on schedule as much as possible, because I know for a fact that consistency is key. And yeah, I'm still very excited to see what will happen in the future. Last stream was, even if it was only the second one, it became quickly already one of my favorites. Now I understand why many people like streaming and why many people like streamers. Last time, you can check the VOD if you want. We had a nice interaction with another streamer, which I hope I will collaborate fairly soon. But we have very different timetables. Like, we live literally on the opposite sides of the world. But if I will find an opportunity to make a raid, my first raid or something, I think it can be worth it. But we had a really nice conversation, and the conversation in the stream kept going, so it was a very nice interaction, and I hope more streams will be like that. Even though I still need to learn how to keep a conversation going even when not many people are watching or not many people are typing in the chat, but that shouldn't be a concern of mine. Hey, hello. Hello, Fuely Everti 11. Welcome to the company. How has your day been? Today we'll make another drawing stream. I hope you will enjoy. Nice. How about you? Pretty well. Pretty excited. Third stream ever of the channel. I was just talking about how the last one was pretty exciting because I had a really nice conversation with a friend of mine, and at the same time I also interacted with a couple of people, gave them some small advice and explanation of the process I use when drawing. I mostly use Photoshop as a program, but sometimes I also make 3D models. It's not what we are going to do today. Today we'll mainly use Photoshop. And we'll continue working with this community project that we are doing. What can I say? The least I can do is show you the references that I've made. So I don't know if you already know, but I'll just repeat it. Essentially, there is this very niche little game called Shadows of Forbidden Gods. It's a strategy game where your objective is to choose one of many eldritch gods, which have different playstyles, and bring the end of the world. It's a turn-based game in which you use agents that infiltrate society, corrupt leaders, in order to facilitate the awakening of the selected god. And at the same time, there are heroes that will try to stop you. There is the Chosen One, which is the main rival that has a prophecy to fulfill and will try to make all these steps necessary to put your god back to slumber. And you can act accordingly, trying to distract the Chosen One or be a nuisance to him. And the cool thing about this game, you can check it out on Steam. It's made by one person. I think that he is very talented. This game, yeah, it's a word of warning. The UI may a bit overwhelming and a bit Spartan. It's a Unity game, but it's made by one person, so it may be a bit overwhelming at first, but it has a lot of depth. For instance, let's say there is one king who has a preference for gold. You can try to corrupt him so he taxes his citizens. Then the citizens get angry and start an uprising, and then you can take control of the rebels and establish a dark empire. Or I don't know, you can like make it so your the chosen hero kills accidentally another person, and the whole clan of that person hates the clan of the chosen one, and then it starts a civil war. You can also create natural disasters. It's a really complex game. But another cool thing about this game is that it has modding support. So anyone who wants it can create their own Eldritch God, upload it to the Steam Workshop, and then try it out. And what is happening right now is that me and others in the Discord of the game decided to make this collaboration in which we all develop one god together to then upload it on the workshops. There are some people who volunteered for the coding aspects, others try to give their input on the mechanics, and then there is me, who I propose myself for the graphics and the art aspect of this mod. Let me see if I can show you the mood board, so I can give you a little explanation on how it works. Good. It's one of those games that nobody knows. For instance, if you look up the game on YouTube, you'll find out like one channel or two that talked about it and exclusively about it, and that's it. But it's one of those hidden gems that you can find among the indie community, in the indie games. Okay, now I will show you the mood board, which has a different stuff that I will explain in a moment. Let me see. There we go. Okay, so this is a program that for anyone who wants to draw, I think this is a must get. It's a free program called PureRef, and it's used to make mood boards, and many aspiring artists usually don't hear this, but one very important thing about drawing is take a shit ton of references and use them actively when trying to make a character or environment or anything art related, because that pretty common misconception many have about artists is that, oh, you're so talented, oh, you already know by imagination what to create. In most instances this isn't the case. In most instances people have studied, taken references and grabbed parts of each reference and then mashed them together to create something new and unique. And this is one or the only most important program that allows you to grab images, put them in here, and have a visual template for your pieces. So, what is all this? I'll need to explain a little background for the god we are trying to make. Each god in the game has different mechanics. For example, there is one that's more focused on spreading shadow, another about spreading madness. There is one where you control armies of bugs. This one is a bit particular because it's a god that it's like made up of fey creatures, and they act like seasons. So each set of turns, it changes season, and then therefore it changes the play style. And the way we are going to, or the way I'm going to represent it is, it's a god that changes masks. So each mask represents one season. And for example, those with the X's are concepts that have been scrapped, and the ones with the check marks are the ones that are certain to be added. For example, this one that's been removed. One of the season is Despot's Eternal Light, cruel and alien intelligence that sees darkness as a place of power and safety, a nocturnal predator, a pack hunter. The Despot's Eternal Winter opens pathways into the darkness through which it can reach into the world, bringing its back with it. So this one would have been a darkness-focused season. This is from shared Google documents that me and the others are using. And for instance, another one, this is the one that we have made last stream, is the Painter of Winds. And this mechanic is, it uses wind current modifiers on the map with given directions, and can empower these wind currents to manipulate neighbors in the direction of the wind, such as by spreading shadow or negative modifiers. It's all a brief explanation of the different mechanics. And I need to make each different mask that will be present in the game. Now, if I switch over, let me just open real quick Photoshop so I can show you the design of the god itself. I think you'll like it. Let's see. One moment. Let me just move the microphone real quick because it's in the way, and I bring my drawing tablet. This will be a bit different in the future. I am planning to get one of those mic arms, so I don't have to move the microphone out of the way every time. So this is the let me change the thing here. Okay, so that. Okay, I hope you can see it. You should be able to see it. So, this is the body of the main god, of the art. The background will be totally pitch black, so it will be something like this. This is the base body of the god, and as the season changes, his face will be covered by a different mask. And this is what the progress I've made in the very first stream. It's not complete by any means, but I'll wait until I have the design of each element before going into further details. So this is the base body of the god. And then last stream I made the first mask, the first mask that's sure to appear in the final result, which is this one here, the Painter of Winds. These are the references I had in the file shown before, and this is the overall design. It's still very rough, but that's because here we focused on the different elements and the overall design. We are not aiming for a finished product yet, because the finished masks will be in a 3/4 position, so they will be placeable on the face of this guy. So essentially, when I will do another version with much more detail, that will be placed essentially, it will be placed here in front of the guy, and it will be dynamic. So I will make these files separate, so when I'll give them to the guy, to decoders and stuff, they will add it into the game, so whenever the season changes, the mask changes as well. And I've shown them this design, and so far they liked it. So as far as I'm concerned, this design is complete, and now we'll move on to another one. And once we have all of the designs decided for every mask, we'll do the high detail version and complete the project. So today we'll be doing this one. Let me just grab it real quick. We'll be doing the mask about ice, snow, cold. Let me paste the reference. And to read the description briefly. Okay, 1 second, I'm about to sneeze. Okay. This one is named the Steward of the Hoarfrost. Let me just add it real quick to the layer. Of the Hoarfrost. Brief description. It's a frost that creeps underground, starting from an above ground transition tile with snow or tundra terrain. Yeah, basically it's a god that spreads veins of ice underground. So the idea I had, and we'll do it right away, is to, I was thinking of something that's more geometric, more hard edges, more less chaotic than the last one. So I took the references and I'll try to replicate the same effect and see how it goes. We may have to change things as we continue, but it's all part of the process. We just place some things over here, and I think we can start. So usually I use a very simple brush. This one is perfect for sketches. Another thing that's important to know when doing this sort of design is to use a gray background, because it's the most balanced. So when we'll add the colors, we will avoid making them either too dark or too bright. We'll be doing the mask frontally, because we are focusing on the design at the moment. If you want to also participate, you can always try to do the same thing I'm doing yourself. Not as in copying, but maybe using the same references. Try maybe to do your own design. It can always be some good exercise. Okay. I was thinking of something like let's do something quicker. Okay, I think this will be our base, and now we can go over it and then make some tries. Maybe do something like I was thinking of something like similar to a medieval helmet, but something that resembles it. We could try something like and maybe make the other half kind of hollow. And here maybe maybe here add some ice structures. I think this one will be a bit faster to design compared to the other one, because here we'll have more liberty. I just okay. Let's make it a bit bigger. And then maybe yeah, why not? Okay. The moment I'm just going very loosely. I don't have a clear vision, so I'm trying to see what can work and what doesn't. Maybe like something like yeah, I think this can quite work. I'm trying to give some still some Eldritch God vibes. Actually, let me try to change the mood a little bit. I always forget. What I usually like to do is add the appropriate background music depending on what I'm trying to create. So let's try this one. Yeah, I think this is better. Nice. Totally different vibe. It's actually one when I was in art school, it was something that they made us do, basically to show us how what we listen to when we draw affects the way we create. So what they made us do was the assignment was to draw a biker, no? Classic biker. You have some ideas in mind. You imagine those big burly men driving their motorcycles and stuff like this. And they made us draw it in two different music tracks. The first one was like heavy metal, rock, things like this. And the second time was with ballet music, classical music. And when we finished both sketches in those two different musical environments, we compared the sketches we made, and they made us notice that there was a difference. Like the sketch we made when having the rock music in the background was much more appropriate with the overall character, even in the way the lines were drawn. In contrary with the sketch we made with the classical music in the background, which had much smoother lines and made the character design much less threatening. In that way, I think that music can be pretty powerful when drawing. Most of the time when I draw on my own, I listen to podcasts and stuff like this, but more often than not I also prefer hello. To say hello, I can say, because tomorrow I had to go to work, I just want to say hi to, hey, no problem, thanks for coming to the stream. If in case you want to get the stream back and want to watch it again, it will be available both on Twitch and YouTube. Especially on YouTube, because at least on YouTube it will remain forever. As in Twitch, I think the VOD will remain for only 14 days. if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so now the idea is like here to make it's like empty, like a starlit sky. Something like this will be like ice, and here it will be like one of those caverns that are pitch black, and then there are crystals illuminating the place as if it was the night sky. Although I think I want to improve a bit this area. Maybe I could try something like this. Let's see. And yeah, so basically after that lesson about music and how it influences the drawings we made, I always see it like music and visual art being like sisters, like twin sisters, two sides of the same coin. At least that's how I like to imagine them. More often than not, I like to listen some music, and by listening the music I imagine certain scenarios or certain art pieces, or maybe on the other way around, by watching certain images you imagine what their music would be like. Which is also one of the reasons why I avoid watching music videos, because maybe I listen to a track and I imagine a certain scene. If then I watch the music video and watch the official way the artist interpret it, I get a bit let down. Same with the lyrics. English is not my first language, so I have like the luxury of being able to listen to music even if it's in English without having to necessarily pay attention to what the lyrics say. I am a person that mostly likes the way a voice sounds in the track rather than the lyrics themselves. Like, I would much rather listen to a voice that says nonsense but has the voice be beautiful along with the music, instead of having maybe a song with the most beautiful lyrics possible but really hard to hear with the song. Like, I see voice as something that becomes part of the song with the melody. Okay. I'm adding here some spikes because I noticed that if I kept it like maybe too geometrical, maybe it looked like more like a tree rather than a nice creature. Let me see here what we can use for the references. I will be using this kind of pattern in the empty area over here, but that will be visible when we add the colors. Whereas here we could do... maybe I can add some more decorations like here. Let me just watch real quick the description. Okay. Maybe I can do something like this. Maybe add some more geometrical decorations, maybe something like one thing that's really important. I also said that in the last stream is make it so there are many similar shapes on the design, like repeating shapes. In here we'll focus on these spikes. Nah, I don't really like this shape here. Let me try something instead. Something like this. Let's see. Maybe do something like similar to the snowflakes or the pattern. Maybe something like, I don't know. Actually, let me try something like this. Okay. Okay. Then I'm not sure. Here it looks like one of those things that the some nobles have, like this squiggly thing on the neck. I want something more cold, more precise. Maybe if I try something like this. I think this is a bit better. Or, better yet, yeah, I think this can be a good start. Now, wait, let me check. Okay. Let me make this much bigger. And now we lower the opacity and work again with much more detail this time. Let me just check going the other one. Oh, I made it? Yeah. Yeah, okay. And then, after we are done with this sketch, we'll add the colors. Let's say that I've always liked doing this kind of dark themes and dark gods. And that game in particular is one that I made even some fan arts about, and it's something that I really enjoy making a fan art of, because it's a very small game that really needs recognition, and which means the art I make does not get diluted too much with all of the other kinds of fan arts you find around the internet. Like in this game, there are something like already nine different playable gods, which adds a ton of replayability. Okay, now let's make it so this one is a bit further down, like this. I think that once we'll add the colors, it will really stand out. I'll try to make all of these different masks as unique and different as possible. Maybe. We changed the shape of the eye a little bit. Maybe make it something like... because the other one was more... yeah. Yeah, something like this. Let's say that I want to make them kind of resembling like carnival masks, the ones from Venice. They also have lots of different colors and unique designs, and I like them a lot. And this is more or less the inspiration I'm taking from. Another important thing when making a design is to break symmetry. Like, symmetry is good on some occasions, but it's always usually a better idea to break the symmetry somehow, because it makes a design or a character or an environment less boring. Unless it is very intentional. Let's see. Okay. Another important thing is making the silhouette, which has to be pretty recognizable. Let me change this one real quick. And then once this design is finished, I will send it to the group, because each mask is an idea of a different person. In the mood board, there were the names for each person that had the idea of these sub gods. So I always message them, ask them if they like the design, and if they give the okay, then we can continue and add more details. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I think this can be a good start. Now we can start with adding the colors. By the way, let me know if the audio is okay, if everything works fine. If there are any problems, just let me know. Now we make the colors. So we'll add a base. Actually, let me do this here. Let me see why it's not filling up. Okay. Still no. Maybe here. Going to make it a bit. Fuck it. Let me just fill it up. Actually, I can do this. This tool in Photoshop, it's called the magnetic lasso. It basically allows you to select through the edges automatically without having to be super precise with your cursor. Then, of course, we will have to readjust some things, because as you can see, it's not the most accurate one. Okay, this will be our base for the color. Now I will make the background a bit darker, because the final background will be pitch black. So in order to avoid making the colors too dark or too bright, we can try this. Okay, and now we can... Wait, let me just remove this quick. We can go to the color. I think everything here is in order. So, this is a nice character, so let's use some ice colors. Just thinking of maybe, okay. Make this one like pitch black. And here we'll do, oops, wrong layer, pitch black. And I was thinking of the eye like very bright. Maybe like bright yellow. Something maybe. Something like this. Then make the ice. Okay, first, yeah. See which brush is most appropriate for this. Maybe this one. And maybe make something like this, like a bright white this area. Okay. One type of brush I always like to use in the blending mode is the color dodge. It allows you to make some pretty dynamic and cool lighting effects, but it's a tool that we need to use very lightly because it's a pretty strong effect. For example, one thing we could make is make some color balance. Yeah, it's already total difference. Okay, maybe let's try something like this. And then try to make a nice effect for this ice. And here make it very, very dark. Maybe it's a bit too saturated. Maybe something like this. Okay. Oh yeah. And of course, what is it? This one. Oops. It will be something like this. Let me see if I can do it in a pretty quick manner. Nope. Nope. This one. Not this one. I have a lot of different brushes. Maybe too many of them. Yeah, maybe this one. Yeah. Okay, and then we can do something like, yeah, something like this. Another very important thing is to use the black and white option over here. It allows you to control the values with much more control. For example, here I see that it's a bit too boring with the grayscales. As in, we want instead to have something more like this or like this. Now I need to make the dark areas less saturated. I need to find the maybe this one, sponge, desaturate. Yeah, perfect. Or I could just do this, which is much faster. Maybe. Okay. So it was before and after. It's already pretty big difference. And now we can always build up on it. Be something like this. Yeah. Just one moment. Let's do it like this. And then like this. Okay, perfect. Just to make sure. Yeah, I think it's a bit too much contrast. Let me see if I can fix it. Maybe make a bit brighter, yeah. And then something like this. And from here we keep building upon the colors. Maybe make it a bit brighter on the front. And then like this. Let's say that winter, I think, maybe my favorite kind of season, and it's for a very simple reason. Because during summer it can get like very, very hot. The problem with that is that at a certain point you can't do anything about it, even if you stay without any clothes. However, in winter you can dress up as much as you want until you are no longer cold. You can always fix the issue, unlike with summer. Okay, let me try something to make it less such high contrast, because compared to this one still has some contrast and it's okay, but here it's just a little too much, I think. So me Okay. Hello. How are you? Welcome to the stream. I hope everything is okay. We are making some art for a mod for a game. This time we have to make some different masks, and this one will be a winter mask. So I'm trying to make it themed around that. I need to watch over here and try to understand the way the light works. Because I can see how... Okay, let me try something. Oops. Hope your day has been pretty nice. So far I'm really enjoying myself. Although I have to admit, I'm not entirely too sure about this design compared to the previous one I made, which was this one here. I really liked how this one turned out, maybe because it has a bit more variety. Here I still need to tweak it out. Still too generic in terms of colors. Maybe I can try something. Okay, let me see if I can do something like this. Okay. And then this, and then make it like a different, slightly different hue. Maybe a more... Ooh, I really like this one. Something like this. See before and after. Before, after, much better. Maybe I can also saturation, and maybe or maybe color, not saturation. Yeah, maybe make something like this, and in the darker areas make it maybe a bit darker. I think that can be something that can be fixed. Now let me Let me do something about here. I think it's a bit too chaotic. Let me know if the audio is okay. If there are any problems, just type it in chat and I'll try to fix it. Now, the eyes, I think we could try something like this. I want to make them very bright. Maybe. Something like this. And perhaps adding some neat effects around it. Not too sure. Or I have an idea. Let's see if this will work or if it will be a total fail. It will be something like similar to one effect that some people use to glitch in drawing, which is called pixel sorting. Essentially, they will add this sort of effect as if you are dragging the pixels out of bounds. Not sure if I should do it on the eye, but maybe not. Or maybe not. Maybe not even. Oop. Not even make the eye at all. Not sure. Oh, another thing we need to do. Rotate the canvas, which will allow us to find some issues we weren't finding before. Now, another thing I want to try is grab all of this and try to work over it. And Yeah, maybe. I think the playlist has finished. Let me pick a new one. We could do... Let me find a new soundtrack to utilize. One second. Maybe this one? Let's try. Okay. Yeah, I don't really like the eye over here, so I think I will just make it pitch black. We can always add something later. I'm not sure how I should continue this piece. It's been very quick to make this one, but for some reason it doesn't appeal me very much. So what I think I will going to do is use this one as a base and try to change it so it becomes more interesting. Maybe we could try something like this. Let me see. We are experimenting. See what works and what doesn't. This one already makes it much more interesting, much more creepy. This can work. Already night and day. Sometimes it's the little changes that can make a really big difference. Yeah, from something boring to already something that's sinister, that's creepy. It kinda looks like a pumpkin butt ice version. Maybe we can. No, maybe here. Okay, and then yeah, I think something like this is already a much better result. So we'll have the Painter of Winds and the Steward of the Hoarfrost. I think I want to add some more stuff, because for now it's simply just a floating head. While here, oh sorry, yes, it is a mask, but it's a bit more interesting. So I think what we can do is maybe make something like get a bit smaller. Maybe add something like here. Something like here behind them. I'm still not sure what to place. Maybe, let me see. pixels. $20. Yeah. I'm just trying some stuff and see what sticks. Okay, and then let's see once more how it looks in black and white. Yeah, no, I don't really like this one. I could make something like over here. Maybe something like some dark blue. And maybe make it like an ice, like an iceberg behind. But it has to be a mask, so let me switch the view and we make some reference searching. So we'll go to Pinterest. Sometimes when you are stuck and don't know what else to add, what else to make, it's always a good idea to go back and search some more references to integrate to your project. So if we switch to I need to find it. One moment. Oh, not this one. This one. There we go. So it has to be a mask, so we need to find something like a mask that can be added to the... Maybe something that resembles a piece of clothing, something like this, to avoid making just a floating mask that's a lone mask. Let's see. maybe, let me see if I can. Here. Let's see if I can find something that's suitable. Maybe something along those lines, but still geometric. Or better yet, here. This is usually the folder I use for creatures that are like godlike, that have these complex shapes around it. Yeah, maybe something like this, something... Maybe I got it. Let me see. Just one reference, maybe make it a bit smaller still. Is it more or less the same? Yeah, kind of. And then, here below... Okay, let me switch back to the... image, okay. And from here, we could do something like... something like this. Then yeah, maybe something like this. Then I will make it darker behind. Brighter on this side. And then something like this. Now it's too perfect, like too geometrically perfect. I will add some more details after to make it more icy. Maybe something like this. Let me see if now it's a good idea. Ooh, or maybe I could use the lasso tool. Let me see. Ah. It's also It's very relaxing, at least for me, to drawings like this one. And as I said in the previous stream, sometimes like you spend a lot of time on a piece and it just doesn't click, and then you come to a point where it starts working perfectly. Like it suddenly becomes a really nice piece. I have yet to see the click in this particular piece, but maybe. Okay, I'll try something. Ah, never mind. Bit of a fail. I want to make it so this one it looks as good as here. Maybe I could try something like this. And then yeah, I think this is working pretty nicely. Of course, we need to add some highlights. The highlights always make a big boost in how good it looks on stuff. And yet, it's not convincing me. It's the shape is too different. Maybe I can do something like something like this, maybe. Ah. It doesn't convince me. This one is proving a bit more difficult to make compared to the last one. Oops. Huh? Okay, let me see. Tell you what, I will briefly make a little break, maybe drink some water, and I'll come right back to you. Let me just switch the music real quick. And then I'll be right back. I'll just grab some water and maybe refresh my ideas for this design. Be right back. And I am back. So, let me switch back to the in theme background music, and then I'll explain to you what I am going to do with this one. Okay, so to be completely honest, I am not really that satisfied with this drawing. So what I am going to do is take this one and leave it on the side, and I'll copy it and I'll try to modify it and see how it goes from there. I'll try to be a bit more faithful to the references that I'm using, so that I have more direction in designing the different in designing this type of character. Let me just switch it back, and I think I will be more faithful to this reference over here. Make it similar but different. I really messed up a little. So let me try something like this. I'll try to do something very different now, or at least more coherent. Okay. Let's try something like this. maybe like this it will be much better. Well, I'll try to make it so it's a nice, like a Greek statue or Greek mask made of ice. Then of course I will propose both versions to the group and see what they say. Yeah, I think it's already being much cooler, I think. Let me just use this one for mostly for the colors. And then here we can double the symmetry. Yeah, make it like a king of some sorts. maybe. What? One really important thing about drawing is never be afraid of starting over or doing everything from scratch. Here it's not literally the case, like we're not doing everything from scratch, but still, never be afraid of starting over. Sometimes starting over is much better than trying to endlessly attempting to correct something that is a failure from the start. Let's try this one. Oh, maybe with the liquify. Let's try. Okay. It's a bit more dirty, this artwork, compared to the last one. There is always room for improvement. Yeah, then here we can add some highlights. Maybe that's a bit too bright. Let me change the color. And here we merge, duplicate, and we continue from here. I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. This one is a bit... we are having a bit more difficulties in designing this character. I thought it was being much simpler, but in reality it's been quite a challenge, if you ask me. Maybe I'll try something like this. This. Yeah, I think this one is way better than whatever this thing was. Maybe we can always... Yeah, let's add some nostrils. And here can always make the eyes feel more icy, I guess. Yeah, I think this is way better than before. Ew, this one is fucking ugly. And if we go like this, yeah, it's much better. Although I'm not sure if I should add something else other than this big head. Something more of a decoration. Maybe a cleanup of the forehead. Is this the steward? Yes, I've had to remake it because initially it came up with this. I didn't like it at all. It was way too different from the references that I showed. So I remade it from scratch and I'm much more satisfied with the result at the moment. This is the steward of... wait, I don't remember the name. Let me check. The steward of the hoarfrost or deep freeze. Either way, something icy. Hoarfrost, yeah. Yeah, the forehead, let me clean it up real quick. It's still a very rough sketch. I don't need to make it any more detailed because the final result will be it will be like this as a direction. So this one is only for the overall idea and design, and if this one gets approved, then I will do a version so it will be placed in front of the main body. Same with this one here. What do you think so far? I'm now trying to add some more decoration here behind, because I think only the head like this, I think it's a bit boring. They both look amazing. You mean this one and that one. This one is for the previous stream. I'm not sure which one I will be doing next. I need to ask the others and see which one from the list is guaranteed to appear, to avoid making something that would be cut. The paint and steward, yeah. I'm glad you like it, and I hope you learned something as well along the way. I too, as I'm doing this, learn something new. There is never a point in which an artist doesn't stop learning new things. Even if it's someone who's been drawing for decades, there is always something new to learn. And much like with any other profession, this one is there is a lot of problem solving in drawing. I'm making the uncle personally, but this is my first coding project. Oh, so I might not be able to complete it. The uncle is the uncle of the harvest. This, I think, will be an interesting one to make. Yeah. I think that can be something quite interesting. I have my ideas for it. Yeah. It was something that I had in mind like this as well. I was thinking about making like a fat mask for a chance. Maybe something that can be interesting. Now I may need to rethink it. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it will be a problem. Masks can be decorated in any way, shape or form. Yeah, I think this kind of decoration, it's well. I'm glad you came to the stream, by the way. Always happy to see that even by the third stream there are some people coming back to it. It really warms my heart. Always a pleasure. Plus, I always have someone to talk to. Makes things much easier. Yeah, I think I really like this one. Now, how it turned out. Maybe... Let me see if I can change some colors. Maybe make the shadows a bit more blue. The highlights. This. And then make it so the main head is a bit more evident. Like let me try with pitch black. Let me see how I did this one. Let me see if I can simplify a bit the... Yeah, much better now. Much more understandable. I mean, I think this is already a nice result. See if I can also... something good, like this. Maybe something like this. What is the idea for the decorations to the side? Is it a cloak or an extension of the mask? The idea I want to have is that this is the main body, right? I want to make it so the mask somehow fits within this halo of some sort. So I don't want to make like a full body clothing, but it can vary depending from mask to mask. For example, in the Painter of Winds, I've added this scarf of some sort, and everything will float around. For this one, I was thinking of something that's part of the mask. So if we want to view it from the side, I was thinking of something like this. Something like, here is the main this is the main face, and then here kind of behind, something like this. Now it's a bit hard to tell because it's frontal, it's viewed in front, but the idea is to have something like this. And like this. So this will be the shape it follows. In this case, it's something that's part of the mask. But depending on the idea of the different masks, they may be pieces of clothing separate from the mask, or something that are part of the mask. I hope it makes sense. I think that like this it will have a more interesting shapes instead of just being this pillar here. Yeah, maybe if I make it so it's a bit more dark, it's a bit darker on the sides, maybe it can give off the idea much better. Yeah, exactly. Instead of having just this icicle that's going to be floating at these sides will help fill the here on the sides. So for instance, instead of having just oops. Okay, instead of having just the face going like this, so instead of something being like only like this, it will also be something like this, and it will be much more interesting. So I want each mask to, in some way, occupy a bit of this space here. Otherwise, it will feel too empty. In the meantime, let me post it in the group and see what the others think. Oh, I just noticed the music has disappeared. Let me fix it. I should put maybe automatic, yeah, autoplay. There we go. What do you think? Do you like it? Definitely. Huh, I'm glad. Oh, I'm really happy because I was worried that because I did the shitty version first, which was this goober over here, I was worried that I wouldn't finish it in time with a good design. I'm glad that I managed to salvage what good parts this one had and make a much cooler version. And that's because I had to remind myself to be more faithful to the references that you chose. Earlier, I basically chose the references and didn't use enough of them, so I went off the rails. But when we need to choose the references, we need to choose carefully, and most importantly, we need to stick to them. Because we chose the references for a reason, because we like them. If we don't follow them, then of course the result won't be something cool. and I'm glad this has been fixed. It also depends what the other will say, if they will want some changes or anything like it. It looks so different from the painter, but it fits the themes of the mod. Yeah, I want to avoid making too similar masks. I want to make it very, very different, so that each season is more unique. Because having them simply be similar, it kinda defeats the point of having different seasons, doesn't it? Because, for example, let me see. If we switch back to the reference sheet I had, which we may have some sneak peeks from future masks. For example, this one that's been removed, unfortunately. I really like the description. Cruel and alien intelligence that sees the darkness as a place of power and safety, nocturnal predator. So I was thinking of making it more like an animal. Something like really, really creepy. It's a shame that this one won't make the final cut. But another way, for example, the Lady of Autumn Rot, I have this idea of mixing beauty and grossness. This one is also something that I'm really looking forward to. I hope this one doesn't get removed. After all, it will be like a pantheon of different sub-gods. It makes sense to make them very different from each other. In the Niece of Blooming, it will be mostly flower themed. And yours, the Uncle of Harvest, I think will be, I was thinking more of something like autumn, something like vegetables and warm colors, mushrooms, things like that. Other than Uncle of the Harvest and Niece of the Blooming Fields, I don't believe there is connection between sub-gods. Yeah, short of being fair. Yeah. There's also the Patriarch of the Sun, which I made a very quick sketch, but I stopped because I'm not sure if we are going to continue it. Let me bring it up. It's still... oh wait, I don't think you see it. Let me switch back. This one is the Patriarch of the Sun, but it's very, very early. I want to wait and get a confirmation from the others first. With the Lady of the Autumn Rot, I want to avoid using... with the Autumn Rot, I want to make it focused on the rot part. Make it disgusting, make it fleshy, make it like something that came out of Dead Space, something like this. And make it a contrast with the honorific lady. So have a lady that's maybe very elegant on one side and very gross on the other. Because autumn is also the season where the leaves start falling, the wood starts rotting. It can be played a big part. Hell, I'm not sure what you are referencing for. I know Dead Space, but I never played it, so I'm sorry if I don't know certain names. Yeah. Hela, yeah. The goddess of death. Yeah, something like this. But make it... have you played Hellblade? I only played the first game, which has Hela. I was thinking of something similar, but more extreme. Common God, yeah. Hellblade is a really, really good game. It's very cinematic, and it talks about this. I don't know if you know the premise. you use this protagonist, which is this girl. That's from the. It's not a Viking, but it's still a Celtic person, which wants to recover the. Wants to resurrect his lost lover. So he walks into the land of the Vikings to challenge the gods of the Vikings. And in the first game, he wants to go to the gates of hell to retrieve the soul of his lover, of her lover. But the interesting thing is that this protagonist, he's schizophrenic. She has voices in her head, which also translates to gameplay. For example, if there is one monster that's about to attack you, there are the voices in the head that says, "Careful, they're attacking you, dodge," and stuff like this. It's very narrative driven. There's a lot of cutscenes. There's also some puzzles, but it's a really good game. I really recommend it. It's also pretty old too, so now I should run on most PCs. I know there is Hellblade 2, who came out like a couple of years ago, but I haven't played it. I really recommend it. It's a really nice game. Okay, let me lower a bit over here. Okay. Yeah. It's not a AAA game, but it's a double A game. So it's one of those indie games that have a high budget. So it's indie, but the production quality is very high. And it's very narrative driven. It's a bit psychedelic sometimes, because it's always about this girl that has voices in her head, and what she sees, we don't know if it's real or not, but I don't think I need to add anything to the design, to be honest. Unless I receive some instructions in particular. I'll just need to wait what the creator says. But yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with the result. Then I'll need to ask what else I can make so we can remain up to schedule. If I manage to keep this up and make one design per stream, I think it would be pretty nice, I think. The schedule you can also see in the description of my channel is on Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 8:30 p.m. CET time, and then there is Saturday from 3 p.m. CET time. I'll try to be 100% consistent with the schedule, because I know that it's one of the most important things is the schedule, and remain faithful to it. So the next time I'll be available is this Friday at 8:30 p.m. CET time. I don't know what's your time zone. It's okay if you manage just to stop by and say hi. I don't mind it. Australia time. Okay, I see. So, like, what to you is like morning by now, right? It must be something like 10 a.m. (9:20), yeah. You are like 10 hours ahead. So just yeah, just remove 10 hours from you, and that's when I am online. Well, what can I say? I think this has been a pretty productive stream. So it will start at 6:30ish Friday. No, wait. No, to you it was. Yeah. It will start at 6:30 a.m. for you. This will be on Monday, Thursday. No, sorry. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6:30 for you. And then there is Saturday, but I think it will be in the middle of the night for you. Yeah. Yeah. Would you like for the next... okay, let me just quickly change the background music, because now we are not drawing for the moment. And... okay. Let me just quickly switch back. Yeah, no problem. I didn't ping this time because I don't want to spam my stream on the game's Discord, because I know it may be annoying or stuff like this. Are you how can I say? Is that okay for you? Is the next stream I start with your mask, or would you rather wait some more time to flesh things out? Maybe give you more time to reflect on some things. Because if you want, I can do your mask on Friday. Try it out. So you'll do the coding, right? Well, if you have an idea of the different mechanics or even the overall theme, if you want, you can just write them in the document, and I can try to do a design. Or do you prefer making the game mechanics first and then have the art done? Nothing has been achieved yet, and until I start, I won't know if I can finish. No, I mean... I don't think you have to finish coding everything and designing everything in order for me to make the design. As long as I know the overall theme and mood, I think I can work on it. Yeah, no problem. But do you have any ideas at the moment of what you want to change or keep? Either way, I think I'll skip this. I'll skip yours for the moment, if you want. Dramatic focus doing. Yeah. No problem. So if you want, I'll ask for an update on what can be kept and what won't be. I really hope that the Lady of Autumn Rot won't be removed, because that's one I am really eager to make. And it probably will be the one we'll do next, if that's okay for you. So you have more time fleshing things out with the Uncle of the Harvest. I don't remember if the Reaper of the Equinox has been removed or not. See? Thank you, no problem. Rotten Decay is fun to draw, yeah. Because I really have a clear idea in mind on what to do. Can't see anything about the Reaper, yeah. I don't know why I added the big X on the Reaper. I'll just remove it. Or I could do the Patriarch of the Sun, but I don't know. I think I'll do the Lady of Autumn Rot. I'll ask the creator though. Yeah. In terms of mechanics or also in terms of themes? Because again, for me the mechanics don't matter too much. Unless it's becomes something completely different. The themes are clear, yeah. At least for me that's the most important part. Because I want to avoid having to wait and do nothing while everyone works. So if the theme is already established, I think the sooner I make the art, the faster it will be to finish things out. Oh, you know his reference? Well, can you link it so it will be useful also for me to make it? I think it would be really useful if you find like the reference images. Could you look up the monsters from Cultist Simulator? Let me see. Cultist Simulator. Wait, let me show it so it's visible also in the stream. Moment. Cultist Simulator Mansus. Is it like I see some sort of skill tree? Is that correct? Transition? Just the image, it looks like a pyramid. Okay. But is that like a god or what is it? Like I see it, but with a sunlight but the glory at the top. Yeah, I see it. But in the game, what is it exactly? Is it like, is the entire thing the god, or is the glory the god? I never played the game, so I'm sorry if I'm ignorant on the matter. This one's interesting. Jesus, what's this? Ugh. In this game, the sun in splendor has been shattered by the Forge of Days, leaving behind a maddened sun in rags. Okay. I mean, yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. Let me show you the references I took for the sun, and then you let me know if you think they are a good choice. This one here. This madness and flavor has been put into the patriarch. Okay. So this is the idea I had. These are the references I took for the patriarch. Something like a smiling freak. Monsters may not be the best references. It's more the idea the sun used to make him. Okay. Well, in either case, I will make the design and then show it to him, to Wolfgang, and he'll tell me if he likes it or not, or give me insights on how he imagines it. Yeah, that we also there's also plenty of time to do everything, so that's absolutely not a problem. I'm really happy with how this is turning out. Great opportunity to practice some drawing as well. The themes are of benevolent sun now, scorching the world it once warmed. Yeah, okay, fair enough. So maybe I could add something like lava themed or flame themed. I think that can be something interesting. Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you like it. As I said, I'm doing first every design here viewed in the front, and then I'll do once everything has been decided how they look like, I'll make the version for the final product. So there will be standalone images, so when you'll be able to code it so that when there is the change of season, the image of the mask that gets placed in front of the main character. More dry desolate earth. Fair enough. Cracked sun halo? Maybe, yeah. I went with the initial description, which says, formerly benevolent sun gone mad, now only wanting to see the world mirror his glorious radiance. So I was thinking of like a smiling, fucked up sun. Imagine a cursed version of the Teletubbies sun. So something that smiles while cooking everyone alive. Usually the sun is always depicted smiling like in a children's book, and I wanted to make it a bit creepy since it's a distorted version. Yeah. That's an image, right? I mean, we'll see how it goes. It's the one I made, the version I made is very, very rough. So I need to refine it more. Sorry, just processing. It's okay, it's okay. Well, I mean, let me watch how the stream is going. 3 hours and 50 minutes. I think that's a good stopping point. These streams won't be too long because the design of what we are doing right now doesn't require much time, to be honest. So there comes a point where I don't think it's necessary to start another just to finish the stream like half an hour later. Thanks for the watch. I need to head out now. Also, it seems to start at 6:30 a.m. for me. Yeah, sorry, a.m. I meant. Yeah, 6:30 a.m. because it's 10 hours ahead from me. To me now it's 11:30. You no wait, not 10 hours. Wait, I'm stupid. How late is it for you? To me now it's 11:35 p.m. It's almost midnight, basically. The reason is that during to you it's 9:35 a.m. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it's a 10-hour difference. At least there is the schedule which should tell you the hour according to your time zone, so it shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, to you it's Thursday already. To me it's still Wednesday. There is like 20 minutes before midnight. Yeah, if you go to the description of the Twitch channel, there is a... is it? Yeah, there is a box that says now live, and here the hour is correct with your time zone. Hey, see you. I'm ending the stream anyway, so thanks for those who have come watching. Thank you, Dugong Lover, for having a chit chat and collaborating with this little project that kickstarted my my attempt at streaming and this channel. I may be a bit boring by saying it over and over again, but I'm really excited and curious to see how this will go in the future days and coming months. I know this is literally the third stream, so it's only a start. The traffic is not it's basically non-existent, but that's perfectly fine and perfectly understandable. But I am planning ahead of time to make more content, especially short form content. I need to look it up and find a way to make like YouTube shorts and TikToks and stuff like this. And I also started working on a trailer for the channel. This will take much more time since it will be my very first YouTube video with a script, cool editing and things like this. So it may take some time, but I hope it will turn out pretty well. So the next stream will be on Friday at 8:30 p.m. CET time. You have a channel on YouTube? Yeah, I am. In this very moment, I'm also live on YouTube. Still, the name is Devoid Executive. And yeah, because I stream both on Twitch and YouTube. I will be posting shorts on YouTube, but I need to learn how to do it and how to do it properly. And the YouTube channel will also act as a VOD channel because here on Twitch the streams get deleted after like 2 weeks, while in YouTube they remain there forever. So if you ever want to watch back an old VOD, you'll be able to do it on the YouTube channel. The name is the same, Devoid Executive, so feel free to check it out if you want. And well, this has been a real pleasure doing this other stream. It started with a bit of a hiccup, but it ended up with having a good result. And yeah, I guess we'll continue with this project on the next stream. And as always, I'll be waiting for you here. And until we meet again. This has been Devoid Executive, and I wish you all a good night. Take care, everyone.